Well, this is kind of an epic fail, CNN.
Brian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs, is charged with...
Can't make it up. Well, this is kind of an epic... Well, this... Well, this...
D.C. suburbs is charged with...
Can't make it up. Well, this is kind of an epic...
Oh, boy.
Well, this is kind of...
Ever been stressed waiting on payday, knowing that the bills don't wait? That's where Tilt comes in. Tilt gives you access to up to 4...
Trump's war on drug trafficking getting even larger in scale, the president declaring cartels as unlawful combatants, paving the way for wartime powers.
5:18 a.m., Minneapolis, Minnesota. A federal raid in the dark. A judge under secret surveillance. Encrypted routes. CJNG shipments. The largest breach in Minnesota's history. If you want the full truth behind this operation, hit like so this story reaches more people.
And they're operating these networks around our entire country. So we are going to keep our entire country safe. We're going to protect all Americans.
6 kilograms of cocaine found inside the judge's own office, carried by the woman appointed to uphold Minnesota law. This wasn't a cartel warehouse. This was the seat of justice, turned into a supply line. This wasn't an outside threat. This was betrayal wearing a judicial robe. If you want to see how deep the rot goes, we go deeper. 5:18 a.m. Minneapolis was quiet and cold. Frost coated the car windows, and nothing on the streets signaled trouble. But a federal raid had already begun. Unmarked cars pulled up outside Judge Layla Mahad's office. Doors opened, heels clicked on the pavement, and FBI and DEA agents entered without a sound.
Get about 100 plus people's in the live, and we can talk about this. This is interesting, man. It never fails. Never seems to fail. I try to warn people, man. I try to warn people. I try to give people the heads up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't believe that this shit is actually happening. But I showed y'all that clip for a reason. Minneapolis, Minnesota. You know, everybody want to talk about George Floyd and getting killed by this police officer. You know, Derek Chauvin, and make a big issue out of that. But Minnesota, Democrat state, right? Listen at this right here. FBI, along with ICE, raided the judge's chamber. Yeah, I said it. The judge. Not some regular person, random person out on the streets, selling drugs, hustling, trying to survive. No, I said the judge's chamber was raided. The judge's chamber was raided, right? Was raided, and they found all this drugs, man. All these drugs was found inside of this judge's chamber, right? Don't blame nothing on no cartel. Every time something go down or happen, the first thing people want to say, oh, well, it's the cartel. No, cartel ain't got shit to do with that. That's them damn peoples out there in Minneapolis, Minnesota, them Democrats trying to get slick, trying to eat on the low, and thought they was going to get away with it, man. But one thing about karma is real. A lot of folk do not believe in karma, but karma is real. And shout out to whoever this moderator of mine used to be that's reporting my videos. Them yellow icons, you can report all you want. It ain't going to stop nothing. It ain't going to change nothing because I'm not doing that. You're wasting your time. You had an opportunity to be a mod. You want to check in, and when you want to check in and do whatever, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you got an issue with that, then F you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This judge, female judge, right? Female judge decided to smother her judge's chamber with a lot of cocaine drugs to distribute back out on the streets. We talking about this same black woman that sent so many people to prison in Minnesota on drug offenses. We talking about for cocaine, we talking about for fentanyl, we talking about for marijuana, every drug you can possibly think of. She done sent some people to prison with some of the most harshest sentences that you can ever impose on anyone for selling drugs, right? But look what she got going on. Look at her. Look at her. Miss, I'm for the system. I'm about justice, equality. No, you're not. No, you're not. You doing all this. See, that's one thing I've learned about life, right? You can play with life all you want. But at some point, life gonna come back and play with you and bite you in your, you know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, she got what she deserved. Well, I'd strike that. She's gonna get what she deserved. Yeah, whatever she got coming to her, I'm gonna clap my hand for the judge that's gonna sentence her. She need to get the harshest sentences possible. We talking about a judge, somebody that's appointed to uphold the law. Someone that's supposed to be fair and arrive to a just decision. Turns around and do some crap like that. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? What was you thinking about, man? What was you thinking about? And not just her, she had a team of people, bro. It was a team of them out there smuggling all these drugs. Now they want to turn around and blame the cartel. Don't blame no cartels. Cartels ain't got nothing to do with this. Them folk ain't got nothing to do with what y'all wanted to do out there in the state of Minnesota. Derek Chauvin should be out right now. Derek Chauvin should have been the one that made that arrest. Yeah, free Derek Chauvin. I don't want to hear nothing else about no Derek Chauvin, no George Floyd, none of that. Free Derek Chauvin. Because you see what this probably the same judge. We talking about the same judge that sentenced Derek Chauvin to 24 years in prison. Yeah, the same judge that sentenced Derek Chauvin to 24 years in prison just got caught up in her snap. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm tripping, bro. Because I don't believe this. We talking about the same judge that sentenced Derek Chauvin to 24 years in prison for killing George Floyd, supposedly, right? Got all this extra stuff going on, all these drugs in the judge's chamber. Let me tell y'all something. Let me share a little secret with y'all. It don't matter how good you try to be or how good you try to sound and whatever, man. One thing about life, that will sneak back up on you. I think this judge, and I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think this judge deserves to be punished. And everybody that this judge has ever sentenced and sent to prison, I think they should let them out now. For everybody that's locked up, they need to be re-sentenced and let out of prison. Because there's no telling what kind of activity this judge that had going on all this time. Think about it, guys. This is not something they just started doing. This woman been doing this stuff. She been doing this crap, man. This is not something new. So I just feel as though right is right, wrong is wrong. Everybody that's been sentenced up under her guideline need to be set free. I'm just a messenger. Don't ask me why I'm saying this, but it is what it is. I tell you what. This is what I'm going to do. I don't think President Donald Trump got a whiff of this, right? I'm finna send a letter to the White House. I'm finna send a letter to the White House. President Donald Trump needs to know about this. Whoever that judge is, she need to go down. She need to go down. I mean, come on, guys. Think about it. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Gas is $2.82 a gallon. Right? $2.82 a gallon. And I know y'all wondering why I'm talking about this gas and these gallons and so on and so forth, etc. I get that part. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say this with a lot of confidence. It may hurt somebody or rub somebody the wrong way, but somebody got to say it, right? This democratic system has always been designed not just to keep a black man down, but a lot of people down. My thing is this here. If we can sit around and impose sentences on people for violating the laws in the laws of the land, that should exempt us for receiving the same type of harsh penalties when we violate the laws of the land. This judge, this black woman, that's right, this black woman, the same black woman that sentenced Derek Chauvin to prison for 24 years in the murder of George Floyd, is what they saying. To me, that was a sign of racism. She sentenced Derek Chauvin to prison because of his color. Derek Chauvin got sentenced because of his color, and he was accused of killing a black man. That's why that black woman sentenced Derek Chauvin. What police officer you know that have ever done any harm to anybody received that much time in prison? You can't name one. You cannot name not one that was ever sentenced to that much time in prison for the murder of a citizen. You haven't seen it. This black woman, to me, is a sign of racism, a sign of crookedness, and I'm not feeling any of it. I'm not feeling none of it. I'm disappointed. I think right now, based on the strength of what this black judge just got caught up in, I think that should automatically get Derek Chauvin back in prison, back in court on an appeal. Derek Chauvin needs to be released. That's right, I said it, I didn't stutter. Derek Chauvin needs to be released ASAP immediately. You may not feel the same way I feel, and I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with it. I don't have no issues or no problems with it. But you're not going to sit here and tell me that you're going to disregard the fact that this judge, we talking about a black judge now. Y'all always talking about white folks. Oh, them white folks got me up in the system. Oh, they did me wrong. They did it. What about this black judge? Huh? What about this black judge? What about this black judge? All I'm trying to get y'all to see and understand is this here. The same things that y'all accuse white people of doing, blacks do the same thing, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The same crap, the same foolishness, and the same nonsense that we stream and cry about what the white folks do, black people do the same thing, bro. Get a grip. Get a grip. We kill each other every day. That ain't got nothing to do with it. We kill each other every day. You gonna stay here and talking about, oh, he killed somebody. Man, we do that every day. What Derek Chauvin did to George Floyd is not nothing new. Stop trying to sit here and make it seem like that only stuff like that happened. No. We make the headlines in the newspaper, the TV every day, bro. Come on, man. Y'all got to get a grip on life, bro. The grass ain't gonna always be green. I mean, I'm on here right now. There's only 75 people on my live. I'm used to a crowd of 1,000 or better, but I'm not complaining or streaming. I'm not stressing that because I enjoy coming on here doing what I do, exposing people and telling the truth. And a lot of y'all can't accept that. A lot of y'all can't handle that. A lot of y'all would literally sit here and get on some disturbing type stuff and make it seem like X, Y, Z, A, B, C. But it's not going to happen. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. This judge, right, this black woman, I don't know if y'all know anything about her. You may not have no history on her. This black judge sent so many black men, young black men at that, so many young black men to prison, to the penal system, with so many years for drug charges into his pathetic. Oh, excuse me. And now she got the nerve to turn right around. She got the nerve to turn right around and flood the judge's chamber out with pounds of cocaine. Now, I don't know who need to hear this. Maybe perhaps a lot of y'all don't need to hear it. But I'm going to tell you something, though. You ain't got to hear it now. But you're going to have to hear it from somebody. You're going to have to hear it from somebody at some point. And like I said, I'm cool with everything, with the way everything is going right now. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with having no mods. I'm cool with the little small. I'm cool with all of that. I'm cool with the likes I got. Because I've been telling myself for the longest, get away from the bull crap and lock in on what matters. Right? When I get ready for mods, I'm going to make sure they the right ones. Consistent. Consistent. That's it. I just can't be dragging just random peoples along with me. I can't do that. I cannot just drag random peoples along with me. I need people that got something going on or want to have something going on in life. Not just show up when I got 2,000 people on my live stream, but not show up when I got 100 people. You feel me? Trump for the third term, you're absolutely right about that. I would love, you know what? I'm going to be honest with y'all guys. I would definitely love to see Donald Trump become president for a third time, because it would be one of those, that moment would be so epic and historical, like there would never be another moment that could compare to that. But do I think it's going to happen? I can't say. I can't say. But what I will do, I'm going to shout out. I'm going to shout out some people, right? Even though they don't shout me out. I'm going to shout some people's out, right? I want to show my appreciation and gratitude, right? Because I get it. Don't nobody want to see me win. Yeah. Don't nobody want to see me win, bro. Nobody. Don't nobody want to see me win. And it's all good. Because I'm going to be all right. Yeah, I'm going to be all right, man. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to keep being self-conscious, the messenger. I'm going to keep doing what I do best. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm up on my stuff, man. I try to tell myself that I can't allow myself to get caught up in how people perceive me. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, folks gonna have their own perception of you, whether you're doing good or bad, right? And in this case, in this instance, I've been supporting President Donald Trump way before this politicking stuff, bro. You feel me? Like, Obama was never the ideal fit for America for us from a presidential standpoint. And I don't care. They say he black. He's not black. Obama is not black. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to hop off this live stream. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. And till next time, y'all have a great